What is up, my little legends? We are back with more Doki Doki Literature Club. I am pretty sure we can get a better outcome than what we had last time. Because last time was super depressing and it broke my heart. So I'm pretty sure I have to start a new game. And I don't know. Okay, the game's broken, the music's broken. I kind of thought the game was over and we'd get to like restart and just pick better options, but I actually think this is continuing. I see an annoying girl running toward me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself. That girl is my neighbor and a good friend since we were children, so Sayori's like completely glitched out of the game now. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, it almost feels better off running away. So it seems like it's the same dialogue. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of messed up. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let a catch up to me. Huh. Oh. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Sayori's been taken out of the game! Someone stole her! What? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. So, it's like as if Sayori didn't even exist. So how are we supposed to fix things? I don't think we can. She's gone. What? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding of me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jen? Monica. Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity to see how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. A literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Okay, the game is breaking or something. I don't know, this is weird. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. So, yeah, Sayori, I'm guessing, isn't in the club because there's only 3 of them. Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica? Oh, where'd the music go? Oh well, music's gone. It's really hard to find new members for something so boring. Okay, just making sure my headphones didn't click out or something, but I have audio still. I don't know where the music went. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that Monica is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Monica's luring us to the club. Okay, hear me out. So before, Sayori brought us to the club because she was our friend. But now we have no reason to go to the club, and we're interested in anime, and Monica knows this somehow, so she's trying to lure us there by bringing up that another girl is into that stuff as well. Hey, Jen, by any chance, are you looking for a club to join? Oh, you know I am, Monica. I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Jen, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. It's interesting because it... Wow! Okay. It's interesting because the events are almost the same. Almost the same. It's just Sayori's just completely gone. And I brought a guest with me. Okay. Yeah, things are definitely hopping off now. I was wondering, because there was that warning, right? Like the warning at the beginning of every game that the children, the game is not suitable for blah, 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 blah. And honestly, it was like, holy, like, what did I play? Like 3 hours or something? And like nothing really was happening. And I was like starting to like get kind of suspicious. I was like, okay, no, like something's bound to happen soon. And it just turns out that I guess just at the end of the game, everything just starts to go crazy. And now in this second playthrough, things are like really crazy. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh yeah, I'll do the voices. Oh, Sayori, I don't have to do your voice anymore. The voice had hurt me so much. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Jen. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. So Yuri's vice president this time. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Jen in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to. Oh, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, should I at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Jen? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club feel exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Jen, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. You know, I feel like we've been really mean to Natsuki. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get to like write poems and stuff again. I'm starting to think we might be. Because it's like still following the same pattern as before. So I don't know, should we start being nicer to Natsuki and make her some poems? We didn't make her a single poem, we made Yuri and Sayori poems, but it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I might try to kind of speed things up a little bit since for the most part we did read, we did read most of this already. So I could totally I'll just read it kind of fast. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha, I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yeah, this is like all the same so far. I'm just gonna kind of skip a little bit. Is that okay? I don't know. Natsuki's eyes darted over me for a second. Never mind. Yeah, so I guess in this one, well, it's interesting because it's almost like as if the game actually kind of forces you to like pick a certain person. It's just interesting because I feel like the game actually kind of like pushed me more towards Sayori the first time, and now I feel like it's pushing me to Natsuki. That's interesting. Because it's like before we were, you know, they were just like, oh yeah, like go for Sayori. Sayori's your best friend. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, Natsuki, and you have a lot of stuff in common. Anyways, that is very interesting. Okay, I can start reading again, I guess. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. It's just kind of like, I don't know, one of those things. Like, I already read this. If you guys are watching my whole series, then you have heard me read this. So, yeah. I guess the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I've got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. Then that way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best. Oh, my phone went off. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. And besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jen? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Jen. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? It would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Jen? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Jen, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. So some of that dialogue was definitely different because before Sayori was, saying all that stuff, but now it seems like Yuri has taken on the role that Sayori was doing before. So I'll make sure I do not skip any new dialogue, but I will probably be skipping stuff we've already read before. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Jen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I have a feeling that whatever girl we choose next is gonna end up disappearing from the game. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I think this time... Oh, I've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Okay, I'll finish my thought. I think this time I'll choose Natsuki for hanging out with on Sunday because I already hung out with Yuri on the Sunday. So unless the event is different, like us in our room kind of thing, I don't know. I guess we'll see as the game progresses what changes. And we'll read this poem. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. What was that? That was... weird. Huh. That was a weird one. Is that one of them? That was weird. I wonder what happens if we choose words that Sayori would like. Unless, I don't know, is there even words that she does like? Plus, now I'm looking and it doesn't seem like there's any words that Natsuki would like. It just kind of all seems like Yuri words. Oh, okay, no, she liked romance, so... Okay, let's just get through this nice and fast. Starscape. Insight. Embrace? Papa. So the game is leading us down a definite new one of their dark storylines. I totally am seeing now where this game is heading. Whisper. Calm? Well, some of the darker words are still here. Valentine. Fantasy. Bunny. I don't know. I'm gonna write Natsuki a poem because I haven't done that yet. I think I've seen some of Yuri's special scenes, but not any of Natsuki's, so now I'm curious. Raindrops? Oh no. Oh well. Love. Chocolate? Lust. Oh, that was yeah. Games? Nice. Pink. Precious. Okay, that was little Yuri. Email. Flying? Oh. Oh, that made my stomach like drop into like, oh my gosh, I don't know, that made my stomach have like butterflies. Ooh, that freaked me out. I like couldn't even say anything because it just caught me so off guard. That was so weird. Were we even on the last word? Like what even happened? I'm gonna save my game. Hey, my game is gone. Oh, okay. I guess I'll save over it. That's weird. Huh, that is really weird. Hi again, Jen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Hey, we didn't walk to school this time. Nah, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Yeah, we like got teleported back to the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jen. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Now I'm just waiting for all these spooks to happen. I can't even like read proper. I mean, I can never read proper really to begin with, but now it's super hard. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, what the heck? Oh, come on. Like he deserved any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki? Hey, you're covering my words. She's a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room, I think is what that said before. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah, you just like full on blocked everything there, Monica. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Jen. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki. Am I hearing things? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh boy, I didn't mean it like that, and if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? My reading ability. I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked a book she thinks I'll like despite not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Oh, the game's like all off kilter. I don't know. Something's weird. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah, whoa, it was all like tilted. Huh. Now that everyone's settled in, oh, this game's trying to unsettle you. That's for sure. Speaking of settling in. Oh, that was weird. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Okay, this is new. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, it's because we picked Natsuki words. That makes sense. You looking for something in there? Whoa. She never puts my stuff in the right spot. Oh, that was weird. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books in a box across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes, manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on that door. Oh, she points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Jen. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh ah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say this is a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare to be writing for an entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring? Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read about this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of these yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those type of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards any other losers over time. Oh, wow, harsh. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would... Oh no! So that poem was hers. At least it's safe in the club room. Why? Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't just win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? How is our guy, not, commenting on any of this? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. What? Oh, geez. Whoa. Oh, geez is right. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches under her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Jen. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Does she, not, get cared for at home and she's, hungry and... Oh. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? This game's so much more depressing than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness. And weird. I just don't even know I don't even know what's going on. This is so bizarre. I suppose we should, I don't know, we'll just start at the top and go down. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Oh, because you like it, because I made it for you. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, it would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Oh. So if we had made a Yuri poem, she would have been making fun of us. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that I don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. So I wonder what would have happened in the beginning part of the story if we had chosen one of the other girls instead of Sayori. I'm guessing Sayori would still be here and one of the other girls wouldn't. That's my thought anyways. I already told you that, and you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't. Eagles can fly. Oh, this is that same poem as before. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap. Yeah, no, that's the same poem that she showed us the first time. So I guess the poems don't change. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less validated. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one. Didn't expect that from the youngest one in here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. So that was all the same. Basically the same. Yuri stares at the poem. Yuri's gonna hate it. A moment passes. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. I feel like this is gonna be, yeah, okay. This is the same so far as the previous one as well. I guess that it might be. Oh, so it's that bad? No, did I just raise my voice? Sorry. She buries her face. Couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it seems like it's just same all. Do. I'm just gonna kind of go through her stuff fast, and I will stop if we reach anything that, you know, that we've never seen. Okay, well, she's showing us her poem again, so we'll see. It's probably gonna be the same. Yeah, I flicker back. So it's just the same poem so far. Okay, you have terrible handwriting, same old. Who should I show my poem to next? So Yuri and Natsuki, like the poem sharing was the exact same dialogue and same poem. So I think I skipped it. And if not, then you've seen already, but we're gonna go to Monica. And if this is the same, I might just skip this as well. Having a good time so far. Yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Okay, so it seems like it's the same so far. Don't worry, Jen, we're all a little embarrassed today. I like it, Jen, really. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Okay, so this is a bit different. Oh, geez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Yeah, so the first time she was like, oh, this makes me think of something Sayori would like. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. Yeah, she's probably, malnourished. That's what I was just gonna say. Whoa, how does Monica know all this? I guess they're all friends, so... Some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Oh, it looks like you're trying to bash Natsuki. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good at it. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Her poem's gonna be, Hole in the Wall. Oh, no, this is a little different. Okay. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So Monica's poem was different, but theirs wasn't. Hers is... It's almost like it's a part 2 to the first one. That's interesting. We will just skip all of this again. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Do you hear that? The music's... The music was distorted. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. I've seriously been listening to this same song on repeat for like hours, so I know when something is wrong. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. This seems like it's the same so far. Feeling of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice? Thanks, but it didn't come out that way at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Jen did too. So this argument is the same. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. Yeah, this is the same as well. Okay, so now they're gonna... Yes, now they're fighting. Except for Sayori's not here to break up the fight, which is what she did before. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jen appreciates my advice more. Yeah, okay. You know what? I wasn't the only one who's... Yeah, okay. So now we can't pick. Oh, well, did Monica intervene last time? Oh. Whoa, okay. Look who's talking, you want to be edgy, Biatch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance a toxic personality by dressing up and acting cute? The only thing cute about it is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. You already do that, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting? What the heck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Jen hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me. She just noticed I was standing there. Jen, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I... Oh my god. Whoa. Oh. Oh no. What do I do? I don't want to pick... I don't want to have to pick. Natsuki? Yuri? Oh my god. Whoa. Hello, Monica. Oh, you were here for an uncomfortably long amount of time. Okay, I was supposed to click. Hey, Jen. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? You are breaking the fourth wall. Oh, my volume. I was definitely getting hints on that, like that Monica is... I think Monica is self-aware. I'm like pretty positive. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better of us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Haha, some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Monica... Is Monica manipulating things to make her more desirable? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I think she is, because she had a conversation with Sayori, and then all of a sudden, all the bad stuff with Sayori started happening. I think Monica is manipulating the other club members to make herself look more desirable. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk and her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Jen, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. Yeah, you're being controlled by a creepy club leader. It's fine, Yuri. Oh yeah, Monica? Is it fine? We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Yeah? Will she forget about it, Monica? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jen. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Poem time! Whoa! Interesting. Someone didn't like that the other person wanted to spend time with me. Wow. Should we just keep going Natsuki route, or should we switch it up and make a Yuri poem? Let's make a Yuri poem. Contamination. Melody? Oh no, oops. Agonizing. Disoriented. Hopeless. Unending. Oops. Oh, well, I don't know what I accidentally clicked. Misfortune? Vivacious. Extraordinary. Oh. Shame? Unrestrained. Anxiety. Frightening. Philosophy. Sensation. Destiny. Determination. And the last word this time, I remember. Oh, we get more words? Whisper? Oh, no, never mind. That was the last word, I guess. Huh. And we don't get to walk to school again. We're just, boom, in the club. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Jen. Oh, hi, Yuri. Yuri, he ain't looking so good today. I'm not sure if it's me or Yuri's expression. Yeah, what's her expression telling us? But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Oh, there you are. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Oh yeah, Monica was late on the second day. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. And now you're apologizing, and I know you really didn't mean it. Jen, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri's clearly taken back how Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Natsuki got her memory wiped. Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things that aren't you. That I don't think is actually them talking. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps me feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something. No, not like that at all. I don't hate you. Well, if you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still in trial though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry I'm super late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jen. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Jen, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. Oh yeah, okay. Now she wants to spend time with us. I think we'll accept her invite, and then I think we're gonna save and leave this episode for today. So, I mean, in the club, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you even after you gave me that book. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? In that case, I don't see any problem. All right, we are going to save our game. And I think we are gonna stop right there. So this game has completely gone bonkers. Completely gone bonkers. And I am very excited to see where on earth this insane story is headed. So yeah, I'm just gonna exit. Oh wait, save again just in case something weird goes on. And now I'm gonna exit DDLC, and there we go. Oh, we have a new picture. Yeah, I don't think I showed these in my last thing. Oh, so just another poem. Oh, yeah. A continuation of Monica's first poem appearing only in Act 2. So as you can see, we get like pictures and stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. We get pictures depending on the scenes that we viewed. Oh, that's interesting. What's this one? Oh, one of the 11 special poems. DDLC randomly selects 3 to appear when it started for the first time. Oh my gosh. So this game, you could like play it endlessly and get so many different outcomes. That's really cool. So the game has a little bit of like RNG to it, because it seems like depending on your like choices and stuff, or even depending on just like when you start your game, different things can happen. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next part of DDLC. Peace.